Alright, since we've been talking so much about conversation and making new friends and stuff like that, I wanted to make a video addressing where you can find people to make new friends with, because oftentimes people are like, oh, alright, I'm ready to start working on my social skills, but where do I even find new people to meet? And if you honestly think about it, for one, there are people everywhere around you. Right now, there's no one around me, but for the most part, if you're walking around just in public and stuff, there's always people to approach, always people to possibly make friends with if you really want. But you could also, you could go to parties, but for me personally, I don't know if that's the best environment that I'm looking to make friends in, just because, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit harder to make a good connection with somebody at a party and while you're under the influence, as opposed to having a more real bond or real connection with somebody, at least like out in public and one-on-one. That's just my personal opinion. But another place that you could find people to talk to connect with, to meet and form new friends, is just places you have common interests. So I guess a good example of this for me would be at the basketball courts, because I've been playing basketball a lot more lately, and it's something that I really enjoy. And it just so happens that there are also a lot of other people, mostly students, that I find playing at the basketball court as well. And these students, a lot of them are actually like business majors as well. I don't know if that has anything to do with, the course load and saying that business majors have more free time on their hands to play basketball or anything. But aside from that, I found a lot of people with similar interests, and then for one, that gives you a starting point to launch off of, to talk about. You could talk about the common interests. So if you're into reading and you go to a bookstore or you're at the library and you find somebody there that you can talk to, that's an easy first thing to start talking about. If they're reading a book, say like, hey, what book are you reading? And then get into conversation from there. So I guess like three main avenues of getting to know people, or places to find people. The first one just being out and about wherever the fuck you are. Like, say you're getting your groceries or something, there's people there that you can approach and talk to. They might not be the best candidate for your friends, because they might not be like in the same age range or something like that. But so just out and about in public. It's gonna be a little loud over here, so I'm just gonna turn back around. Number two is places where you have or social events like parties or something like that, which isn't really my personal favorite. But number three would be just out in areas where you have interests, and then you can meet people that also have common interests there. So that's probably my favorite, is finding people to talk to that already kind of have a common interest, because for one, it makes it a little bit easier to start off, and for two, you just get to find people who are more like you in a similar fashion. Because if you just find a person at a party, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're similar at all. That maybe just the only similarity is that maybe you enjoy drinking and spending time with friends. But that's going to be it for the video for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember to stay on target.